The world. Whoa, impressive.
You can say that again. I never thought you'd break free from... That one.
Look at Sonya Deville. Backbreaker. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Byron, Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. Trust me, you do not want to get caught in that move.
She's looking a little unsteady. Looks like her chances of winning this match are starting to dwindle.
Yeah, I'm surprised by this. It's almost as if she can't seem to kick it into high gear here tonight.
We're looking at complete domination here. There's no taller order in WWE. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Samoan drop.
Incredible. No doubt about that one.
Look at this, Byron.
It doesn't look like she's going to get her to tap here.
Look at this. She releases the hold.
That's a little surprising, no?
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
That has got to be it.
That's one of the most effective stretches you will ever see. We talked about strategy going into a match with Ronda Rousey. Byron says it's almost impossible. Corey, would you agree?
Yeah, the only strategy I'd employ is depending on luck. Rousey's MMA losses came when she was surprised by a miracle strike, so any competitor has to hope they hit that lucky shot too.
Ronda Rousey is, of course, one of the most famous athletes in the world. More so, she's one of the most famous stars in the world. And she got that way by beating people up and taking their arm. Look at this, Byron.
She's almost out of it.
And Corey, she releases the hold.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Adding to what Michael said about Ronda being a huge star, when she entered the WWE, that bright light and media attention that follows her really brought a spotlight to the women's...
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
She's back in full control now.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Got it.
Game, set, match. This one is over. When we talk about submission matches, we have to speak about one that, in many people's eyes, set the standard. It was WrestleMania 13. Bret the Hitman Hart was in a heated rivalry with a brash star on the rise named Stone Cold Steve Austin. This match started like no other submission match. With the two superstars battling in the crowd and attempting to use ring steps as a weapon.
Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as a special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing Seen his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open and in the ringside area.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
This one's over, guys.
Some good technique right there.
Sometimes you'll see a smile on Ronda. She's turning the tables.
Ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now. Sticking to the game plan no matter how redundant it may be.
That's it. That's what she needed.
She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
Look at her go.
Going for an encore here.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys. Sonya Deville better not waste this opportunity.
Not so fast. She breaks it.
Yeah, but it's got to just be a matter of time before she gets picked off here.
I don't know how much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are. When she gets in attack mode, look out. Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
I can't tell you how many victims have suffered the same fate.
I bet you feel foolish riding her off now.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Well, if that's any indication, she's not taking any prisoners in this one.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. Can that beat Sonya Deville?
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she...
Nicely done.
What a comeback.
Look at that. She escapes.
Talk about coming up clutch, guys.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Got Ronda Rousey. This is all but over. Incredible. She's a superstar on a mission. We're looking at complete domination here. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey. This is all but over.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
She's countering nicely now.
Yeah, a second ago, she was almost done. Oh, man, she is rolling now.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
And there it is, boys. Given the number of times we've seen it tonight, calling it a finisher might be a bit of a stretch.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beat. Amazingly, she works her way free.
Cole, there may be no beating her here tonight.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so... Once you had it locked in, there was no escape.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda.
The irresistible force. Each of these competitors looks to gain momentum with a win tonight.
Whoever gets the early advantage could take this thing to a win.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
Returning to the Ronda Rousey-Nia Jax rivalry, you have to wonder if Nia thought that Rousey stole her thunder at WrestleMania.
Nia Jax at a leg drop. Thunderous leg drop. I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. Oh, man, Ronda Rousey doesn't even know where she is.
Takes her off her feet with a tackle. Since day one of arriving in WWE, Ronda Rousey has always said she wants to earn what she gets. Rousey is driven to have the respect of those that she respects.
Yeah, and Ronda has all the money she ever needed and all the time she ever wanted to spend it. But she chose to pursue this career as a WWE superstar to show that she is more than just a fighter.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Speaking about Ronda earning...
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
But is it enough to end it?
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Now that's how you make a statement.
Now that's what I call making a statement.
And she lets her free.
But the damage was certainly done, Michael.
I don't know how much more Nia Jax can endure. Guys, there's a chance she won't be able to recover from this.
She looks shocked right now, guys. I don't think in her wildest dreams she thought she would be in this position right now. As we've seen in the past, Extreme Rules matches create a type of hysteria that's difficult to describe, even more difficult to contain.
And just like that, this move is leading the charge. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before. I think she's trying to prove a point here. I'd have to agree with what Byron's saying. When you've got action, take... Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That's it. That's what she needed.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
She's back in full control now.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
Ronda Rousey is, of course, one of the most famous athletes in the world. More so, she's one of the most... She goes for the cover. And she kicks out at two.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
Adding to what Michael said about Ronda being a huge star, when she entered the WWE, that bright light and media attention that follows her really brought a spotlight to the women's evolution and its superstars.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of publicity, a lot of notoriety from stepping into Ronda's spotlight, but touching fists, that's different. It's always fun to go to the zoo until you fall into the lion's den. Rousey, case in point.
Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE.
Nia Jax is measuring her.
Boom!
Oh, my Lord!
She's got it now. Nope.
Nice.
Shut it down.
Knee drop!
That was nasty. So precise.
She's starting to stammer here, and you can't help but wonder how much of this she can sustain.
She is on fire.
Back in the ring now. Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over. This could be it. Cover. What a way to win a singles match.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet.
What? She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Second time's a charm.
Oh, straight forearm. You can see the pain on her face after that slam. The force on that impact was unreal, guys. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before. Wisely bringing the action back into the ring. She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
I'm no mathematician, guys, but by my calculations, a last man standing match is more than 3 times as brutal as a traditional match. After all, you only need to keep your opponent down for a 3 count in a traditional match.
Her overhand punch finds the mark. On the topic of traditional matches versus last man standing matches, Corey makes a great point. In matches such as this, you have to keep your opponent down for a count of 10.
Which oftentimes results in increased brutality and danger, Michael. Ronda Rousey got out of there in time.
There's no taller order in WWE than attempting to defeat the baddest woman on the planet. Byron, how can any woman gain a victory over Ronda Rousey?
Well, obviously, training is the utmost importance as Ronda approaches every fight with a lot of preparation. But here's the thing. Ronda has been training her whole life. How do you overcome that?
What does Alexa Bliss need to do now?
At this point, it's fair to wonder how much more she has to give here tonight.
Ouch. We talked about strategy going into a match with Ronda Rousey. Byron says it's almost impossible. Corey, would you agree?
Yeah, the only strategy I'd employ is depending on luck. Rousey's MMA losses came when she was surprised by a miracle strike, so any competitor has to hope they hit that lucky shot too.
I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
Guys, we've seen some pretty creative finishes to last man standing matches over the years. And perhaps
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That's it. That's what she needed. Things just went from bad to worse for Alexa Bliss.
I see where she's going with this. Byron, regarding that Cena Batista match you mentioned, not only did the Animal lose that night, but it was also likely one of the most embarrassing moments of his career.
Of course it was, Cole. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you struggled to stand because your feet were taped together? Come on.
Oh, heavy-duty right hand.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Well, she wants this win bad. Wow, she's fought her way all the way back here.
It's no secret, guys, that the last man standing match tests a superstar like no other contest. Nowhere else do the rules dictate you must decimate your opponent so much that they cannot answer the count of 10. Can you imagine the pain and suffering you have to inflict to knock your opponent out?
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
They proved who the better competitor was tonight.
That's a big win any day of the week, on any show, in any arena, Michael.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, the Empress of Tomorrow. You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle, one-on-one. And Asuka makes her pay in the worst way. Incredible.
Oh, man, Ronda Rousey doesn't even know where she is.
And she breaks free.
I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Close quarters. Beginning to look bad for her here. Here's what we're going to see what she's made of.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
Look out. There she goes. Look at this. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Hooked up. Oh, shin breaker. Big reversal for her there.
Asuka has the crowd eating out of the palm of her hand, but she's got to get refocused here.
And Asuka was able to get out of the way there.
She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael.
Down to the floor.
Whether it's in a ring, an octagon, or on the big screen, Ronda Rousey has truly embodied her nickname. the baddest woman on the planet. And that's a title she puts on the line every time she fights.
Byron touched on Ronda Rousey's nickname as the baddest woman on the planet. Her Olympic, MMA, and WWE careers certainly support the name that the public gave her, but it does put a huge target on her back.
Yeah, but Rousey welcomes any challenge, Cole. 15 consecutive MMA victories, all by submission or knockout, all but one concluding in the first round, and she's continued that dominance in WWE. Any woman who wants to challenge Ronda's moniker has more guts than brains.
Look at her go. As Asuka holds court on her battlefield, we are looking at a master of her craft, a representation of what the future holds.
Asuka is looking to end it.
Oh, sliding hip attack.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
This is Asuka's chance.
Looks to be focusing on the arm now. Ronda Rousey not in the best shape here, guys. She's definitely starting to feel the pressure here, guys. To speak to Asuka and WWE's future, Byron, that future may have cherry blossoms falling from the sky, a Japanese symbol of the perfection that is Asuka, the Empress of tomorrow.
And tomorrow,
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
I think
Just some great execution right there.
she is on fire.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. It's all academic from here.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys. I think a visit to the chiropractor's in order after that one. I know a guy.
She comes up big with a reversal. She dodges that one. Check this out. She found something and she's sticking with it. I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach. Close quarters. That shot landed on her and was a direct hit. Hard landing there.
Nothing to worry about, just a little misstep on her part.
Asuka turns it around.
Ronda Rousey got out of there in time.
Over and over and over. We're seeing the same move being used. She's sticking to the game plan no matter how redundant it may be. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Nice move.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Asuka needs a miracle.
Oh no, she's in a bad way now.
This one is over.
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else planned here?
Going for it again. Here we go again. And another one. Here she goes again. An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Scoop slam! And she's toying with her now.
She can't take any more of this.
Oh, and it's a reversal. Oh, backing it up. And stomping away in the corner.
Just ruthless.
Nobody wants to face Asuka when she's rolling.
Asuka getting ready here. That landed perfectly.
Now it's time to capitalize.
Things are not looking very good right now. Good happen. She's able to break out of it.
The lesson to learn here, Cole, is that you can never count her out.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver. Oh, she does it again. Going to the well again. Clearly her current offense is based on the concept of repetition. If an opponent exhibits a weakness for a specific move, some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible. There we go again. I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be. She got her with a reversal. Uh-oh, Asuka is looking to end it. Second time we're seeing this here.
Asuka can win it here.
And you could put this singles match in the books.
Here is your winner, Asuka!
That's an impressive win right there.
I can honestly say that a win is a little more satisfying when you make your opponent tap out.
You're going to be hard-pressed to find action like what we just saw anywhere else, but right here on Raw. The baddest woman on the planet is here. There is only one. Byron, time to put your hair up and square up. Well, you don't have any hair. Well, you get the point.
And from Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Tremendous attitude, MMA background, punch you right in your... And remember, submissions only as we get underway here.
The thing about this match is I can't envision these competitors.
She counters before it's too late. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Incredible.
She's got that gleam in her eyes. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Got every ounce of that one.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
This is all but over.
Drop down. Takes her off her feet with a tackle. Back in the ring now. It's rare that a competitor can steal the show in their very first match. But Ronda Rousey did just that, and she did it at WrestleMania. This is all-consuming. It's like being bombarded by an air attack.
Michael, you mentioned Ronda Rousey's WrestleMania debut, and she was somehow the standout star in that show-stealing match. That's no small feat when you consider her partner was Kurt Angle, and their opponents were Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, Triple H and Angle have no shortage of WrestleMania moments, and Stephanie McMahon's had some big matches too, but the one everyone is talking about after the match.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. When she gets in attack mode, look out. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That's what makes her so dangerous.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Look at this. Nice. Shut it down.
Moves like that end matches, Cole. Period.
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else planned here?
Nope, she releases it.
Well, that decision may very well come back to haunt her, Cole.
Scoop slam. She just tossed like a rag doll. And the knee gets her good. And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael.
Now the arm's trapped.
On a slam. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. Forearms for the second rope.
Driving down.
And she's toying with her now. An amazing leap. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Just stretching and stretching.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
Ronda Rousey needs to capitalize on this opportunity.
And Corey, she releases the hold.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Going all the way up.
The WWE Universe witnessed a classic submission match at 2016's Extreme Rules event. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, defended her women's championship against Natalya. The one thing I thought was unfair about the match is that there was a ban against the Nature Boy Ric Flair being at ringside. If Flair appeared, Charlotte would lose the match and her women's crown.
Close quarter. Oh, what a knee. Corey, you spoke of a submission match between Charlotte Flair and Natalya, and I need to point out that this match was not Flair's figure eight versus Natalya's sharpshooter. Victory could be achieved by making your opponent tap out to any submission maneuver. I think we all know why the Nature Boy was banned from ringside.
When Natalya had Charlotte locked in the sharpshooter, it seemed that the Queen of Hearts was going to be crowned the new champion. Of course.
He's turning the tables.
Ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
This one's over, guys.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
I bet you feel foolish writing her off now.
The pressure's on. She's going to make her tap.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet.
Despite her dominance at WrestleMania in her debut match, not many folks expected Ronda Rousey's next match to be for the Raw Women's Championship.
Well, one person expected it. The Raw Women's Champion at the time, Nia Jax, who personally laid down the challenge against the baddest woman on the planet.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
It's rare that a competitor can steal the show in their very first match. But Ronda Rousey did just that, and she did it at WrestleMania.
Here she goes again.
Nia Jax seems to have lost a step now, but you can bet she has plenty of fight in her.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top, believe it or not.
Michael, you mentioned Ronda Rousey's WrestleMania debut, and she was somehow the standout star in that show-stealing match. That's no small feat when you consider her partner was Kurt Angle, and their opponents were Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, Triple H and Angle have no shortage of WrestleMania moments, and Stephanie McMahon's had some big matches too, but the one everyone was talking about after the match was Ronda Rousey. Something tells me we'll have even more show-stealing WrestleMania matches from the baddest woman on the planet by the time it's all said and done.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
She is just so...
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
She has got to take advantage here.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT Women's Championship, and Asuka locked in an armbar for...
Here we go with Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, big move coming.
Oh, man. That looks like it hurts.
That's all she wrote, fellas.
Will it be? 1, 2. Plenty of fight left.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Sometimes you'll see a smile. She goes for the cover. Ronda Rousey kicks out of the pin early.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
I see where she's going with this. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That's it. That's what she needed.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That should do it.
Byron, Corey described Ronda's judo philosophy, and with her extensive combat background, how does her past translate to competition in WWE?
Well, Rousey is learning that her skills can make her a dominant force in WWE, but she still has to remember that there are moves she's never felt in an octagon, and rules that make those moves perfectly legal as well.
Here's a cover. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Wow. Guys, you never know what you're going to see in a match like this.
And if you need proof of that, just go back to watch Daniel Bryan versus Kane from Extreme Rules 2014.
Nia Jax able to avoid damage there.
We're looking at complete domination here. As Corey mentioned, Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
He's back in full control now.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Sticking to the game plan no matter how redundant it may be.
Game, set, oh no! Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
Ah, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
They call Nia Jax the irresistible force, and she's proven that moniker true as she's overpowered the competition in NXT and WWE.
You ain't kidding, Cole. In both NXT and WWE, she'd tear through up-and-coming competitors in just a minute or two. She also turned in some dominating performances against the likes of Bayley, Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox, and Mickie James.
The two of you were discussing Nia Jax being irresistible, and I have to agree. You know, I recently invited Nia to my mother's house and offered to make her some apple pie. And technically, she didn't say no.
That's not what they mean by irresistible, Saxton. As the irresistible force of WWE, that means she plows through competition. Actions speak louder than words, gentlemen.
She's clearly not getting paid by the hour. Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents without breaking a sweat. Guys, Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That has got to be it.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
This one is over. Oh, man, Nia Jax doesn't even know where she is.
And Corey, she releases the hold.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper, but I'm sure she has something up her sleeve here, Cole.
Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax. Corey brought up that an opponent might have an advantage if they can get inside the head of the irresistible force. Do you agree, Byron?
Well, I'm not a fan of trash talking, but Nia has proven to be thin-skinned. Here's the early cover from Ronda Rousey.
And that does it. Ronda Rousey captures the win.
Here is your winner, the baddest woman on the planet.
Look who's on Raw! Little Miss Bliss!
Some good technique right there.
Drop down.
It's not every day you see her thrown around like that. Clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Oh, that hurt. Knee to the spine.
Guys, one of my favorite matches from the In Your House era would have to be December 1996 Armageddon Rules match between the Executioner and the Undertaker, which many say was a precursor to today's Last Man Standing match.
The point of that elbow delivers. Alexa Bliss looking stymied. As Byron was saying, Armageddon Rules was undoubtedly a precursor to today's Last Man Standing match. The difference then, however, was the referee began his 10 count only after a superstar pinned his opponent for the 3 count.
And on that night, as Vince McMahon said on commentary, the Executioner was executed by the Undertaker.
She may be one of the WWE's smallest superstars, but Alexa Bliss has proven herself dangerous in the ring. Byron, what strategy should a competitor use against Little Miss Bliss?
Well, Michael, as you mentioned, Bliss is the smallest woman competing in WWE, and you have to use your size advantage against Alexa. Keep her grounded, and you won't get hit by Twisted Bliss or insult to injury.
Earlier in this matchup, Byron gave me his insight into a strategy against Alexa Bliss. Now, I have to ask Corey, what do you think the key to beating Bliss would be?
You know, normally I'd be insulted by you asking Saxton about wrestling strategy before me, but I gotta say, there aren't too many ways to beat the goddess. Even if you ground her, she still has that bodybuilder strength to knock you out.
It's no secret, guys, that the Last Man Standing match tests a superstar like no other contest. Nowhere else do the rules dictate you must decimate your opponent so much that they cannot answer the count of 10.
7, 8. This match ain't over yet. And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal.
Forearm.
Not over yet. Punishing attack on the body.
Look at her go.
And this match is going to continue. It's hard to win matches when you can't breathe.
Close quarters, knee strike. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
That has got to be it.
2, 3, 4. These competitors trying to keep their wits about them. 6, 7, 8. I've talked to several people who think she's bitten off more than she can chew here. I can't say that I agree. And the beat goes on. Oh, Alexa Bliss may have it. Well, that's any indication she's not taking any prisoners in this one.
That's all she wrote, fellas.
Oh, man, Ronda Rousey doesn't even know where she is.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
2, 3, 4.
The referee is watching this one very closely. At any moment, he'll have to call this match if one of these combatants can't get up.
No reason for that.
Both of these superstars looking a little worse for wear right now.
6, 7. He will go on.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
And the beat goes on. And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal.
Oh, look at this.
Come on, let the ref do his job. This match ain't over yet.
Ronda Rousey got out of there in time.
Not so fast. Uh-oh. Hurricane Rana, and nobody does it better. She got her with a reversal. Olympic slam!
Not over yet.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Not Ronda Rousey. This is all but over.
Bliss,
Look at that.
oh man, she's rolling now.
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered tonight.
7, 8, 9. Looks like both these superstars have found that little
This grueling last man standing match has finally come to an end.
The time for talk is over. We'll find out who the best is in the ring right now.
I am so excited this moment is finally here. And I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match stole the show here tonight.
Back now inside the ring.
Gentlemen, October 7th, 2015 was the day a record-breaking undefeated streak was born. Asuka showed us a precursor to what would be the most dominant reign of the modern era.
Recognizing that dominant streak you brought up, Michael, making history has become second nature to Asuka. For all that time, nobody figured out the Empress of Tomorrow. No one solved the puzzle. No one was ready for Asuka.
And truer words have never been spoken. For well over 2.5 years, all competitors thought they had the answer, but Asuka always changed the question.
That's called being driven straight down to the canvas. What power! To the outside where she has all the time in the world to do what she needs to do.
The world got to see Ronda Rousey make her in-ring debut at WrestleMania 34, but that wasn't the first time she was in a WWE ring. That would be when she confronted Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania 31.
Russian leg sweep.
Byron brought us back to Ronda Rousey's appearance at WrestleMania 31. That night, after Triple H gloated about his win over Sting and Stephanie claimed all the WWE success that night, The Rock and Ronda Rousey confronted them to argue otherwise.
And they were wrong, Cole. The Rock was not scheduled to perform at WrestleMania, and Rousey was a fan at ringside. Security should have ejected.
Asuka getting ready here. Ah, that's it. That's got to be it. Asuka. Now that's a finishing move, people.
Wow, what a move.
Corey, you followed Asuka. She somehow breaks free.
But you have to wonder how much damage was done.
The arm seems to have a target on it. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
Ronda Rousey connected with a good shot there. Talking about Asuka's intimidating aura, Corey. Her reputation precedes her, but if you study and stay focused, you may shock the world.
Yeah, for sure, Michael. You have to psych yourself into believing you are fighting only Asuka in this one match. You're not fighting a record-setting streak. Take the match one move at a time.
Close quarters. Oh, what a knee.
And she's driven to the mat hard.
Asuka is looking beaten down, guys.
It doesn't seem to be her night tonight, fellas.
Well, unfortunately for her, it looks like her night is going to end with a check in the loss column.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move. I've talked to several people who think she's bitten off more than she can chew here. I can't say that I agree.
A move like that can get her right back into this match.
Immediately. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Asuka turns it around.
Uh-oh. The arms are hooked.
Incredible impact on that slam. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. She's starting to feel the pressure. This is not at all where she hoped to be at this point in the match.
It looks to me, guys, like she may have underestimated her opponent here tonight, and now she's paying for it.
Luckily for her, she can afford to take on a bit of offense here. She's still in really good shape compared to her opponent.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope. Look at this!
She's got her where she wants her.
This might be the one that ends it.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
Big move coming. Asuka turns it around.
Comes up big with the reversal. She gets in attack mode. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Asuka,
just some great execution right there. Ronda Rousey's done playing.
Look at this. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. She tightens in with the armbar.
That's it. That's what she needed.
For some reason, she lets it go.
Did you ever stop to think that she might have something else planned here?
I can't believe this one's still going on, especially after the beating that's been delivered.
And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
Look at this, right to the body.
She's got that gleam in her eyes.
She hits here, this match is over.
Back in from the apron.
Brought in the hard way.
Drops the knee with a vengeance.
Ronda Rousey not in the best shape here, guys.
She needs to find a way to turn things around fast.
I would never question her toughness, but at this point, I just don't see how she can win this match. She's simply taken too much offense.
This could be the end of the road for her here, guys. But then again, you could probably say the same about her opposition.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
That might have done it, Cole.
Ronda Rousey's done playing.
She's got her sights set on damaging that arm.
Asuka needs a miracle.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
She clearly liked the results from the first time she delivered that move. Her current offense is based on the concept of repetition. She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver. Check this out. She found something and she's sticking with it.
Looks like both these superstars have found that little extra something to keep themselves going here tonight.
And once again, we see a return to this specific maneuver. Hey, whatever works.
He's got her now, guys.
She is on fire.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
No, she gets out of it.
But she's still struggling, Cole. The end might just be near for her.
It starts to feel like a broken record with that move. Oh, she does it again.
At this point, it looks like even the winner of this match will walk out of here beaten and battered.
And there it is again. Going to the well again. Check this out. She found something and she's sticking with it. Clearly her current offense is based on the concept of repetition. I guess she feels there's something to be said for going back to something that worked before.
She can't take any more of this.
Over and over and over. We're seeing the same move being used. Not the first time we've seen this move tonight.
Look at her go.
Ronda Rousey's done playing. Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
Asuka needs a miracle.
And she's toying with her now. Ronda Rousey's done playing. Perfectly executed.
Asuka needs a miracle. Oh, no.
Ronda Rousey, this is all but over.
She's back in full control now. Asuka's just getting overwhelmed. And Asuka was able to get out of the way there. Ronda Rousey got out of there in time.
Man, look at this. That's right. Just keep going. Here she goes again. Asuka being overwhelmed here.
Oh, here we go. She's in control. Something big is coming. She's in full control now. Watch this here.
She's really fixated on delivering that maneuver.
This is not where you want to be.
And Asuka was able to get out of the way there. Ooh! Game, set, match. This one is over. That's not even remotely comfortable looking.
Asuka did it.